Story time again, bitches. Story time. Okay, story time. Y'all already know I tell y'all stories about dumb shit, weird things that happened when I was high and fucked up on drugs. So I had told y'all I was making this series about my house. That bitch was haunted. You open yourself up to spiritual things when you be on drugs. So, all right. So I told y'all how I heard the clapping that time and nobody was in the house. Then I told y'all how I broke the window and all that shit and went through the thing and was in there in the dark. And I went in there and I turned around and I seen that thing and it was looking at me and it was like a demon. Okay, so on to this. Me and my friend Bump, may he rest in peace. I love him so much. Okay, so this is who lived in the house. Me and my boyfriend and my friend, because he needed somewhere to stay. And of course, my people can always stay with me. So we stayed in the house, me, Bump, and Chris. Well, Chris was gone. Okay, and Bump was like, ever since you told me about that thing, I always feel like it's behind me. And I always felt like I was never alone too. Like when you were in that house and you was alone, you was never alone. Because I always felt like somebody was in there with you. So we was freaking out and we was talking about it and shit because we always felt scared in there, right? So we were like, okay, so we was going to do a line of drugs because we was fucking drug addicts, all right? So we was going to snort this line of meth, all right? So we had a black plate, all right? If you don't know, meth is white, okay? We had a black plate, white meth, and a white straw. So you could definitely see it on the black plate. Do you understand what I'm saying? You could see it. So we laid out our lines, okay? He had a line, I had a line, all right? So I laid my line out, snorted my line up, and took the white straw and laid it on the black plate. And you could see it plain as day. So I'm like, Bump, y'all come do your shit, right? And guess what? He was like, well, give me the straw and I will. And I'm like, I put the straw on the plate. So we looked down and the straw was not on the plate. We're like, where the fuck did the straw go? So we start looking around trying to figure out where we set the straw. And oh God, oh everything. And it ain't because we was high on drugs. I was high on drugs all the time. I know when something really happened and when something don't. Oh God, we were both looking at the plate. The line couldn't figure out where the straw went. When all of a sudden that motherfucking straw just boom, appeared on that motherfucking plate, bitch. Boom, out of nowhere. We looked at each other. We said, oh shit. He grabbed that straw, snorted his line, and we ran out that motherfucking house. We ran to Walmart fast as we could. We had to walk across the street to the Waffle House because we seen police. And of course, I'm not allowed in the Walmart. So we went over to the Waffle House and we sat in the Waffle House for fucking ever. I'm talking forever. Okay. And we was both like, you seen it appear, right? I seen it appear. You seen it appear. We just kept filling our coffees up, freaking the fuck out. But we had nowhere else to go. So we had to take our little asses back. And so we had went back to the house, right? And we told my boyfriend or whatever. He acted like the little thing. He called it the Hat Man and acted like it was a good spirit. Bruh, no, that thing was evil. But anyways, yeah, we seen that. And that's how I know that my house was fucking haunted by demons when I was on meth.